Hey, this is Spider-Man, and I've got a wager match of Sticks and Stones. If you're not familiar with wager matches, basically they're free-for-all style game modes where you bet Cod Points. The top 3 players win some money, and the bottom 3 players basically get BFH. Now the game mode's called Sticks and Stones, but don't get too excited. You don't get to hit anyone with sticks or throw rocks at their heads. No, this is just a term for the simplistic loadout you get given. Basically, you start with a crossbow with an exploding tip. If you played the campaign through, you should be pretty familiar with this. You get a ballistic knife, which is a one-hit kill. You get 2 knives with that. And also a tomahawk, which is a pretty deadly axe. Very similar to the throwing knife in Modern Warfare 2. Very difficult to aim, but very satisfying if you get the kill. Now, I've played this game type quite a lot now, so I thought I'd share a few hints and tips with you so that you can finish in the money. That hurt my throat. Now, the aim of this game, you might think, is to score as highly as possible. Well, that's not actually true. Yeah, you want to score some points, but the main aim of this game is to avoid, well, just what happened to me there, avoid being humiliated. Basically, if someone hits you with the tomahawk, the axe, you will be humiliated and your points will go to 0. So, for example, it could be 5 seconds to the end of the game. You could be in first, you could have 1,000 more points than second place, but if someone hits you with the axe, you go back to 0 and you'll finish 6th. So, although you need to get the points, and it's fun trying to get the points, you really got to try and avoid getting hit by that axe. My first tip really is just to keep moving. As you can see by the top left, there is a permanent UAV on this game mode, so everybody knows where everybody is all the time. So this means if you sit in a corner or you try and camp, someone's just going to run around the corner and put an axe in your face. And as usual, there is a 3-second delay on the UAV, so if you keep moving, people will never know quite exactly where you are. Just speaking about UAV, don't forget about it, it's your biggest friend. I know it sounds obvious, but it's really easy to get caught up in the action and forget about it. Remember, this is a free-for-all game mode, so people are dying all the time, which means they are spawning all the time, and they will spawn behind you. So just keep an eye on the dots, the ones that spawn behind you, the ones that you think are coming near to you. Given a chance, people won't hesitate to knife you in the back. Oh yes, because I am one of them. Now what I like to do is fire my crossbow at someone, try and hit them obviously, but if you miss, don't bother reloading because that takes like a week. Just quickly swap to your ballistic knife and fire both of those at the guy. If you miss with them, throw your tomahawk, and if you still miss with them, then run away like a girl. No, try and knife them, obviously. Now, if you do manage to kill them with your ballistic knife or your tomahawk, don't forget to pick that off their dead body because ammo is really limited and you really don't want to be left with just your crossbow. Just remember with the crossbow, you don't need a direct impact to kill someone. I think it does net you more points and you are like, oh yeah, but it is basically a grenade on a stick, so it's just as effective to shoot at the ground near them or at a wall that they're standing by, and this will kill them just as easily. Actually, quite a cheap and dirty tactic is to find a group of dots on the map, people that aren't paying attention to you, and just fire your crossbow into that group and hopefully get some cheap kills that way. Okay, so you will get stuck a few times in this game. That's basically where someone's crossbow hits you with a direct impact. You get a little icon on the screen. Now this happens, you get about 2 or 3 seconds before it explodes. So I suggest just throwing your ballistic knife with that, throw your tomahawk, just chuck everything you've got before you die. You never know, you might get a lucky kill. There will be a gold dot on the UAV which signifies the person in first place. Now at the moment I'm in first place, which means I'm showing up as a gold dot to everyone else. And that is why everybody now is out to try and humiliate me. I've got tomahawks flying past my head, left, right and centre. As you see, he just threw one at me. This is quite a good tactic. You know, if you come up against the person in first place, you want to humiliate that guy. Don't use your crossbow, whatever. You want to be using that axe. You want to get an axe to the face. You want to stand on his dead body. You want to teabag him. And then you want to take your axe back. The teabagging is optional, but it's always good. One last tip for the tomahawk. Try and get as close to the enemy as possible before throwing it. I know it doesn't look as cool, but it does get the job done. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, none of this will really matter if someone gets a lucky axe kill on you in the end. I mean, it's gonna hurt, especially if it's in the balls. It's gonna hurt. There's nothing you can do about it. You win some, you lose some. So in summary, your priority is to avoid that axe. So you want to run around in zigzags, hide behind cover, and watch your back. Try not to get involved in any major battles, which usually happen in the center of the map. Stay around the outsides and just pick people off. With these tactics, I finish in the money 9 times out of 10, but remember there's still an element of luck to this game. So Enjoy your wager matches, have fun, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.